Hello everybody and welcome back. I am SeiferKatt and I am a cat. This is new. So I was doing some work, looking around my factory as I always do, and I realized I've made a really funny mistake. There's a character creator where you can pick your nose. Yeah, you can, well remember the rules. You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Never forget those basic rules. I mean, you can pick your friend's nose, but you shouldn't. But see, now the important thing is, now I can talk shit, and I can... So what did I do wrong? That's a good question. Now I can say horrible things, and no one will know it was me. I'll be like, no, the cat said it. FG emotes? What did I do wrong? I do a lot of things wrong, but I don't know what you're specifically talking about right now. Oh, right, what did I do wrong? Yes! Derp. Cat got my tongue, absolutely. That's good. So it's the wrong thing. It's not supposed to be jaw crushers because it's already a powder. Jaw crushing is the next step. Is a different step rather. So we need more of the secondary scanners, which take so many of these. So we're going to start building them. They also need steel plates, of which we just don't have. So yeah, we've just kind of built the wrong thing at the moment. That's okay, we will need it. Right now it's just wrong. Am I on the latest version? There was a nice upgraded belt building. Yeah, what was the upgrade? I don't think I'm on the latest version. If it changed recently, I don't generally like to update mid run because it seems like a really good way to make sure you have the end of your run a lot faster than you would have liked it. So I don't tend to do upgrades, which I think makes sense. I think it makes sense. Up to you whether you think it makes sense. Belt dragging your belt too much, you have to deconstruct. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's a quality of life thing. I feel that, like, that's a quality of life thing for a very specific instance. Is that useful? Oh wait, is that an upgrade to Factorio or an upgrade to, what is the other thing that I do? Pi. Is that a Pi upgrade or a Factorio upgrade? Factorio, oh. No, I don't seem to have it. If it's experimentals, then yeah, no, I don't have it yet. I don't tend to download experimentals because I don't like to experiment. You know, when I was in college and they said, hey bro, you want to experiment? I said, no thank you, that's not for me. And that is why... I don't know where this sentence is going to go, actually. Why something happened, I guess. Or nothing happened, I suppose. You always play with experimental? I mean, that is just because you like to experiment. Me, I'm prudish. I am more prudish than you, unfortunately. Oh. At some point, I need to get more caravans. Your bed finally came in? Nice! Hello! That's C'est la vie. That's his name. It's French for that's his name. Okay, so that's actually all incorrect. Because from antimony mining, we get antimony ore, which we use for making grade 2. Then, the grade 2 ore gets crushed. No, the grade 1 ore gets crushed. So we're a step too early there. Which is okay. Better to be a step early than a step late, I suppose. I don't know if that logic is going to hold through. Weird antimony gets a miner specifically for it. Yeah, it's a stroppy little biatch. It thinks it's special. And you know what? Maybe it is special. Wait. I built the wrong thing, didn't I? Yep. Sure did. Alright, looks like we're going back. Stroppy. Yeah. Oh shit, is stroppy? I was about to say, is stroppy like a Kiwi word? It's a British word. Yeah, it basically means to be a little bit, not angry, disgruntled maybe? Disgruntled might be a good word to use for what stroppy means. Okay. Okay. So we want some automated screeners. Man, I wish I hadn't burned all my burner miners. That'd be so useful right now. Who told me to burn them all? Literally no one. I'm gonna need a lot of them too. Oh well. Whatevs. That's fine. Logibots are relatively early. But then I'd be the very thing that I hate. I would become the guy who has Logibots. I must never become the guy that the thing that I hate. That's not true. I become the thing I hate on a daily basis. I feel like I just need regular stone. I do need regular stone. That is correct. Really probably should need to work on this aluminium at some point. You won science. How far is one science away? Laughs and pie. Okay. But now that'll do. In dollars? What? What does that even mean? Oops, I picked up a bunch of ash. There's a bunch of ash more. How far away can it be? $10? Is this like the... No, $10 is... That's like saying, oh, your light year... It's like, it'll take you light years before you can reach me. Light years is not a measurement of time! Which I don't need to explain to you, you know that. You better know that, or else. Or else we're gonna have problems. What sort of problems? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Based on this clip. Okay.
Don't you judge me. You're the selfish
Okay.
one. You're the one who charged his own brother for a Bluth frozen banana. I mean, it's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10?
You've never actually set foot in a supermarket, have you?
Classic. How much could one banana cost? Yeah, but I mean, how far away could something be? $10 isn't... Like, $10 makes sense of how much a banana could cost. Like, depending on your economy and your desire for bananas. My desire for bananas, not that high. That says more about me than it says about you. Okay. I mean, yeah, of course. He doesn't... I imagine he probably doesn't go to stores, and he hasn't for quite some time. It's also probably one of the reasons why our economy is effed. Not just our economy, like everyone's economy. But, oh jeez, I thought I was being attacked by biters there, but it was just C'est la vie. Well, that's the life. I want to actually make more caravans. I'll probably look at that today for a little bit. The economy is F because people with power don't want to change it. I mean, that and because why should they? You know? They don't understand how much things cost. Iron oxide, we're going to burn it. I don't care. Get rid of it. Iron oxide, aka rust. Oh yeah, it would be. I love that Rust was a game that made some people... Like, Rust is a game I'll never play, but I like the concept that Rust was like a game that made people realize that racism equal bad and why it affects people. I just find that funny. Remember rightly, Rust, it's like it just assigns you a skin color based on your Steam ID. And it's like... Yeah, no, you're just gonna get racism now. And they're like, but I didn't do anything. It's like, yeah, well they don't like people of your skin color because racists be like that. They're like, but that's not fair. Yeah, I know. But here you are being racist and it turns out racism is bad. What a gosh darn surprise. No. I know we could go longer pipes, but I'm trying to keep it so with this, so that way I still get a place to drive through. Also, of course, you know, I think people also get assigned gender by Steam ID as well, so it's like, you don't get to choose what you look like. People are like, what? Why discrimination? I'm still the same guy. Of course, people who just randomly get assigned to their own race and gender, it's like, well, you don't get that fun part of the game. You don't get the discrimination edition of the game, sadly. That's probably fine now. Not being able to change was kind of the point, exactly. I don't think they did it to like make a standpoint, but funny that it became one. Like, I don't think they did it to make a point, but you know. It is always interesting when those sorts of things accidentally become one. Okay, so this is just going to be some fuel. Okay, so that should make my antimony now. So that is that. That burns stone and iron oxide, makes antimony grade 2 and antimony grade 1. Grade 1 I don't particularly like. We turn it to grade 2. Half giant Goliath? What are we talking about here? And then we need... What do we need methane for? What do we need methane for? I'm confused. Why are we making methane? I'm genuinely confused of why we wanted methane there. Sorry, I'm so... What was going on there that I needed methane? Critical role who played D&D, the main anime series out of their campaign. Ah, right. I mean, there's very few things that are unique to D&D. Wait, I've walked the wrong way. Where's my car? Over there. Let's get that tree along the way. So they changed the Goliath to a half giant. I mean, that makes sense. Oh good, it doesn't connect properly. Well, at least I guess I can take the car and figure out where it's broken. But for now, let's get a local radar. Wait, how am I burning this? What is antimony used for? We're making antimony so we can make vitriol and iron nixolite antimony special oil alloy. Okay, we've run into a minor problem that I don't actually know how we're going to burn shit. I need some sort of coal. Alright, well thank you for coming by, Crackalacken. You sleep well. Right. That kind of makes sense. How much over is it? We do that. Is it still good? Yeah, it's still good. So we just put a pump here. Is there any way to turn a fluid into a solid fuel? Maybe. Is there some sort of burnination oil sand? I don't think I can use oil sand yet. Okay. The moment, my main plan... Oh, actually... If I had ash, I could turn the ash into something that's burnable. Which I do have. What I could do, I've done this before. I've got a solid separator, build a solid separator. No, well, there might be, but it's not something I have access to at this stage. Gotta build a solid separator. Because a solid separator will be able to turn ash into something that can burn stuff. I don't actually know that song at all. I like the da 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 da. It's a good beat. When you started watching me, I also had a PNG. I don't know if that's true. Did I? I'm not calling you a liar, I just don't think I had... I don't think so. I had not a camera. I didn't have a PNG. The camera was in our apartment. Like I started using, so yeah, no, I didn't have PNG because I don't draw this stuff. This is drawn by Panda's cousin. Because I don't really have... I draw sometimes, but it's never particularly good. And I don't feel comfortable having my art be that big. But anyway, I like the little PNG tube thing. I need to probably pay for this app because it's pretty fun. It doesn't have a blinking emote, but that's okay. But here's the fun thing. Here's what I haven't told you guys. You like this little engineer guy? This little engineer cat? It's got 3 other hats. This is useful for more than just Factorio. So, you'll see another one on Monday. And I don't know when you'll see the 3rd. Because I don't have a plan for that. SeiferKatt the 3rd, exactly. So if I just do that, it'll jam up. Good. That's a good plan. And then what we do is we have another one that does this. And that is fascinating that I'm not even... What the hell is coarse fraction? Also called wet soil. Thank you, game. I appreciate you saying what it's called. I was struggling with that. Okay. So then we go ash separation. As we put coal dust in there at the moment. See if struggles with fractions. I mean, especially if frogs are involved. Like, you kidding me? Frogs? Fractions? I'm in trouble. This is terrible, but I also don't care. I like the 2 lights. Filter helper is so good. It really is. There we go, fixed. What mod lets you pick item on the inserters? That is filter helper. And what here? Oh, is that what's happening? Yay, I'm a bug fixer. I expect to see my name in the credits. No, I don't. Also, is there credits? Okay, so that will actually fix itself. It'll make its own fuel. Filter helper, sorry, yes. I didn't say it again. I was asked to, and I refused. Why? Just kind of a dick that way. I like this. This is a good mod. This one here, and I think whoever made it should be proud of themselves. Okay, so then we get the grade 1. And we need... What's this mod's name? I don't know. I don't remember this mod's name. What's the mod that does this? Melbourne, can you remind me please? He'd probably know. I trust Saltburn knows. Wait. Build Helper is the one that does that thing, but what's the one that does this thing? Are they both Filter Helper? Oh. I wish I was doing a bit right now. I thought one was Filter Helper and one was a different thing. No, they're both Filter Helper. Okay. Well, it shows what I know. This is why I cannot be trusted with anything. Oh, I wanted to pick up... Wait, I did. I was like, I wanted to pick up tanks. Oh, I did pick up tanks. Eat. We build a bit of a storage up. And then we'll be happy. Oh, that reminds me! So Lil K, I was showing him the little PNG talking cat. And he just looked at it and just went, happy. And I'm like, aww. I don't know if he was saying that he was happy that the cat looked happy, or if he was saying he was happy. I don't know what he was exactly saying. But he said happy, and that was enough for me. Happy. He's a good kid. Is a cat not an amnil? A cat is an amnil, yeah, that's true. He does like amnils. As we have discussed. I mean, who doesn't like a good amnil? So that'll crush the antimony into antimony grade 1 into antimony grade 2 and other stuff. We need 2 as outputs. This stone furnace is getting more and more concerning by the minute. Okay, put a couple of lights down. Okay. I'm gonna let it start making stone before we worry about the next part of this. There are 4 lights. There are more than 4 lights. Or less than 3 lights, actually. Sometimes it makes stone, and sometimes it just doesn't. Wonderful. That's the sort of logic I love. He sarcastically said. There are less than 3 lights. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. That's clever. Okay. I would like to prioritize the input of that side. Same with that. Actually, cool. What do I need Nixlet for? Same shit, buddy. I need the Nixlet for the same crap. The Nixlet is required for making these Vitoroys and just the Vitoroy. Yeah, it's needed for both of them. Ugh. No, the Iron Nixlet Antimony Special Alloy, aka Rust. Everything is also Rust. Okay. So that is done. Now we need... Oh, thankfully I did need some secondary crushers. Maybe 2, but that's alright. Oh! I remember I needed the methane for the oxygen. So generally I need it all for intermetallics. Intermetallics is like the... it's the metal to have in Science 2, in first Science pack. Everything needs intermetallics. If it's good, it needs intermetallics. Do you want to build a dog? Intermetallics. Assuming it's a metal dog. I just remember what I need the methane for. Intermetallics, planetary, intermetallics. The methane, I didn't want the methane, I wanted the oxygen. Right, that's why it's a byproduct. You dingus. Okay, well, good news. I've solved that mystery. I don't even want that mystery solved here. I want that mystery solved. Ah. Can I? No. I chose this nightmarish world. This I might need a caravan for. Okay, so I think we're going to build this and then we're going to sort out more caravans. Okay, so the next step of this is we're going to go antimony grade 3, which will make antimony grade 4. It'll also make other crap. Antimony grade 2, which will then be put back into the same machine. I look forward to a flamethrower. You know what? I think every kid looks forward to a flamethrower. Am I implying I'm a kid? I think that is what I implied, yes. Am I a child? I mean, I don't know. I'm a anthropomorphic cat, apparently. Is a cat an anthropomorphic child? Wait, no, hang on. Is an anthropomorphic cat a child? That's the correct way to word that one. Probably not, no. No, I don't think so. Anyway. I forget that I'm a cat now. Anyway, I'm one step, for the reference in today's stream title, I'm one step closer to my goals. It's becoming a 3D anime girl. I'm one step closer. Gonna happen any day now. I will be kawaii as fuck. We all knew it was going to come one day. I need to do this just so you know I'm not like fooling around. I got to turn my camera on so it doesn't look terrible. Oh jeez. Oh no, something fell down. That's fine. I will turn on the, I will wear the vest even though I'm not going to have the camera on. See, what do you mean? I see 2 cats. There are literally 2 cats on screen right now. 3 cats! 3 cats on stream. We need a 4th cat. Seriously, do I not have another cat around here? I got a few cats, they're just kind of terrible. There's a cat on my hat. 4 cats. C4 cat. Done. That was a dumb joke. But I win. Did someone order quality? Had to work for that one. Okay, how many of these do we want? We want 8 aside, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Any cat games behind me? That's a good question. Hang on, let me just hide the cat for a second. Is there any cat games behind me? There's like a few in that container. There's like, I see Cats Collection and Kitties. And then there is, I wonder if you see, you can't see it but behind the clothes. Or behind me actually. No? You can't see it behind the clothes. There's a game called Calico, which I bought for Panda and we never played. And then hidden behind me, there is that white box. There is the Isle of Cats, which is a very good game about putting cats on a boat. Then Smash Up has cats. Are there any more cat games? I think we're out of cat games at that point. Yeah, I think that's all the cat games I've got. Isle of Cats is very good though. Anyway, camera off. Bring the cat back on. Hi. Hello, cat. I guess, yeah, I guess there was more than C4 cats. So there was another lie. You were expecting 4 cats, there was actually more like a lot. This is silly, but did I get any tsunami warnings after the earthquake last night? Yes! We got one last night, and then we got one this morning at about 6:40 in the morning. Which was wonderful when you've got a sleeping toddler in the next room, and you're like, turn off the phone, stop making noise, I want to sleep for a little bit longer. So yeah, no, we got tsunami warnings. I don't know why, we were on the other side of the world, but we got the warnings. I would have thought a lot of the energy would have dissipated by the time we reached New Zealand. But, I mean, I guess it's one of those better to be warned and nothing happened than not be warned and people die, right? Ooh, titanium. I wonder when that matters. From your flatulence here in Australia? Thankfully I don't think that's true, because if it was, you need help. So grade 2 makes grade 3 and grade 4. Oh wait. Right, and then we crush it again to make grade 4. Okay, that makes sense. I thought that was the other way around, but that's okay. Good whole uranium mine powered Australian flatulence. Hello, other number 1. Are we still number 1? I haven't checked recently. I assume we're still number 1. Otherwise you would have called me number 2, and at first I would have been offended, and then I would have gone, oh no, I just realised what that implies. Hell yeah. I mean, the thing is, they can never take that away from me. They can, but then I'll be a former world record holder. And they can't take that away from me. No one can take that away from me. Just be on the safe side. We're going to do like that, connect that together. Good. Okay. Now we do have energy problems. Yes, I admit that. To which I respond, sucks to be me, I guess. My next thing I'm going to be working towards, I think, is going to be like renewable power, but I think even that is a nightmare to set up. But maybe some wind power might be good. And that's going to make gravel as well. I'm not even sure quite what antimony is. You redesigned a reactor for Aquilo today with heat pipes to keep things from freezing. Feels odd to worry about a pipe that's going to have 500 degrees steam in it freezing solid. That is pretty funny. There's a lot of things in Aquilo that just don't make quite rational sense. But you know what they say, that's Aquilo for you, baby. That's what they say. Which is remarkably close to my favourite Elmo phrase. I still don't feel right about Elmo saying "yeah, baby." It's weird. I don't like it. I mean, the weirdest part is that I'm not even joking. That's the weirdest part. That he regularly says "yeah, baby." I'm like, Elmo. Can you not say "yeah, baby"? It's upsetting. We need some more power poles too, thankfully. Yeah, baby sounds like Mike Myers, Austin Powers. Yeah, except it's Elmo. You see, herein lies my issue. I think he doesn't mean it in that way, but it doesn't matter. It's what I hear, and it's upsetting. That's right, we can make better Varooks. We don't need to. Upgrade Varooks, ooh. I mean, that's a time for another day, I think. Composting, we need that for fish. And for fertilizer, I guess. I'll get renewables. I don't really think that's going to be a thing that we're doing, but let's just start working in that direction. Okay. Rubber, I guess. I mean, that does give us the access to the long-handled deserter, as long as we can make belt, iron, nixlet, antimony special alloy. Well, okay. herein lies the issue. Again. Long-handled inserters would be pretty amazing though. I think what I should be doing is making... I've been putting this off for a long time. I think I should stop putting it off. And actually build this. Okay. And we go down a notch. That's not going to help anything. We have no pipes. Wonderful. Something I built must have used them. Yeah, the pipes are kind of OP. I think that's what we can all agree on. Okay, we'll get a little bit more aluminium going because that's probably good. We need more pipes. Sure. We technically need more steel. Let's go get more steel. I really need to not have my base built like this. Although my plan is once I get the trains, we stop driving the car anywhere. We just take trains wherever we go. That's going to be the solution to our car woes. And how do we do that? Well, step one is into metallics. Into metallics. Like into the dungeon. Step with into metallics. No, it's not into the dungeon, sorry, into the gungeon. Which is seriously a very good name for a game. I wish I liked Into the Gungeon more. I like it a little bit, but I wish I liked it more. One day I really need to like just, as another project, just play, you know, like how I played Noita every week until I beat it finally? I need to do that with another roguelike one day, because I really enjoyed that process. That was fun, like every week just giving it another go. Kill Knight. Also, at some point, I suppose, what's that game coming out that everyone really wants? Silksong's coming out. Check it out. We make a bunch of gravel, okay. Yeah, that won't happen. Burner, can we build some burners? Yes, we can. And I built some sorters. Not what they're called. What's it called? Solid separator. You gotta build a solid separator, that's right. I don't have the stuff for it. You can just go into the old one. Like, how much stuff do we really need to burn? Can't be that much. Bloody trees. This is why New Zealand banned gardening. Okay, so that's more or less done. Did they? Find a post for you. There we go. So, one thing about Kiwis that you can always trust is that if Kiwis all see someone having a laugh, they'll join in. And it'll get incredibly infuriating because they will all just lie to you. Anyway, enjoy that thread. I know I do. Yeah, Kiwis will lie to you given, like, New Zealanders will never work together for anything unless they see someone taking the shit out of someone, and then they will all work together. Yeah, well, don't know what to tell you, man. It's legal to have a garden. That's why Aussie has drop bears and we don't. Because New Zealanders are going to make up more random shit than just drop bears. I will always trust a Kiwi to just make up random shit on the spot and be like, and then just someone go, yeah, that's right. And we go, what? Yeah. You didn't know about this? It's my favorite thing about New Zealanders. Fix the mouse building. With the ear in the top left. Oh, I see it. You know what the weirdest thing about Mickey Mouse is? That when he turns his head, his ear stays in place. It doesn't make sense and it upsets me. Like, okay, I need to turn on the camera for this. So, for instance, if he's here and his ears are like here, right? He will turn and his ear will still be there. There's C'est La Vie. That's upsetting to me. Doesn't make logical sense. I don't like it. Basic oxygen furnace. Any gas furnaces? How do I make a gas furnace? Out of refined concrete. We don't make refined concrete. Oh boy, here we go again. It's surprisingly not that difficult. Concrete, iron stick, steel plate, and water. Okay. He has ears that follow you. You like Lovecraftian paintings have eyes. Yeah. Wait, the ears don't follow you. The ears just stay rigid in space. Just to be clear, I'm not being followed by Mickey Mouse ears. Unless you're specifically in Disneyland, but that's honestly your fault at that point. I'm not victim blaming, it's just your fault. You were the one that chose to go there. Unless you didn't. Still your fault. Okay, we have concrete here. I love having concrete there. Okay. I mean, yeah. It's not victim blaming if it is your fault. If it's your fault to go to Mickey Mouse Land, then yeah, you deserve everything you got. It's not a controversial statement. I'm tired of pretending that it is. Okay, we do need iron sticks. So that means we need iron. Where are we getting iron from? We could get it from over there, I suppose. Steel is still going to be the problem, though. Steel has never actually made it down this way. I think that probably needs to change, like, now. We get steel. Okay, yeah, that's probably going to work. Okay, I'm going to ask a silly question. How much is steel actually needed for? Right, that's before... That's... Okay. Oh, interesting. There's only one item that we haven't got there. No, wait. Nope, never mind. Steel is used 263 things. Hidden is irrelevant. I was clicking the wrong button. You're right, hidden is literally irrelevant. I know, I was clicking the wrong button. It was a case of stupid, not a case of anything else. Still lots of gasoline. I didn't want to be here. A lot of these really long belts are going to be removed one day. One day, one day. Like, when we get to trains, these really long belts will be removed. Over time. Like, we're not going to make it my mission to remove them, but as we get around to it, they're going to be removed. There's no reason to, like, rush it. I'm a Kiwi, I'm not Russian. Solburn's going to talk about that... what's that movie? I don't know what the movie is, that's the point. The thing with Joe Jana Jameson. What's his name? Dragging, yeah. What's his name? What's his actual name? I'm actually kind of annoyed at myself now, I can't remember. J.K. Simmons? I don't know if it's going to reach over there. Not quite. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait. There's a far better idea than what's that? And that should make concrete, if I've understood life correctly. And it's slowly going to bring steel into a better place. Like a more useful place. Not like, I'm not going to kill steel, like, violently. You know, steel's gone to a better place. You don't understand, steel is literally going to a better place. There we go. We probably need to improve aluminium at some point. But we haven't had to yet, rather. Okay. So now it should make concrete sometimes. Should we make more automated bullshit machines? Automated screeners is actually what they're called. Way funny if they weren't called that. Automated bullshit machines. And we need more small parts. And steel. Are we having problems with iron production? Or is it a temporary thing? Shouldn't be a problem with iron production. I knew it! I knew we were hiding a bunch of stuff down there. And then that patch is completely gone. I know I don't need to mine it out completely, but I just want it gone. That native flora is probably never going to be removed entirely, though. Dude, where's my car? Up there, okay. No, I needed refined concrete. Would you believe that sound helped me? I certainly don't believe it, but it sounded like it did. I want 10 of these. Interesting. Some parts of the factory are actually pretty well lit up. Not all of it, but some parts. But even once this is done, we're still going to run into the problem that we don't have the oxygen. And for that we need glass, copper, and iron. So what I might do is take a line of glass and copper, iron, and raw coal and bring them down through here. Because we need to bring 4 resources down, so we might as well just bring them all down by belt. And then I think we work on making a couple of new caravans. Because at that point we have antimony. Oh, plastic as well. Yeah, at that point we just make... Okay. Does anything else need plastic in this? Probably not. No. The annoying part is this is the small one. This process. The real problem with this one that's wrong. Yeah, something's broken there. What else is making... Something is wrong. Use unrestricted items. I don't know. Tar, I guess? No, it can't be tar, because as soon as it's tar, it starts going, oh yeah, we can just bring in tar. It has to be raw coal, but raw coal's literally not an option. Is something else needing raw coal? No. The hell's your problem, boy? How's your problem? No, I needed refined concrete. Would you believe that sound helped me? You know what? Having heard it again? No. I would not believe that sound helped anyone. Yeah, ingredients, raw coal, and tar. I mean, it can't be tar because that's literally what we're trying to build. Left side can listen. What am I doing wrong here? What is something I can always make more of? Copper cables. See, that doesn't help at all. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why I thought clicking copper cables would help me. I think that is correct. What is something else that comes from outside the system? Oxygen? Why do you think you need 2.7 million? Why do you think you need 90,000 moondrop? Why do you think that helps? Spend less on moondrop. No. That's clearly wrong. Why can't I not click on raw coal? That's literally what I'm trying to make. I think that actually did help. Maybe? Oh, wait, no, it's because I'm stupid. Maybe. Alright, I think that's actually sort of working now. And then the coke is used to make that. Yes, and the coal gas is used to make that. But you're also not happy about it. Okay, it's significantly less stupid now. I think then I do that and it still gives me like a lot of coal gas fluid, but you know what, quite frankly, coal gas fluid, not the end of the world. Was it 42 gigawatts? I missed that horse. I would love to see that. It gets even funnier. Is there no Nixlet nearby to mine? There are some. There's some Nixlet there. There's actually quite a lot of Nixlet all over the place. Apparently we have like little patches of Nixlet over in our shitty power station. You know, the one that doesn't work very well. There's plenty of Nixlet there. Doesn't work very well because I've undercooked the furnaces. I could go and fix that, but nah, it's fine. They're just undercooked for now. We'll fix it one day. No, we won't. We might. Who knows? Okay, we need more concrete. Need some of that good shit, you know? Okay. What else does the gas furnace need? Steel plate. Of course it does. Thankfully, steel plate's right here. Eat my face. Right, what I was going to say, but I panicked and didn't say it. Okay, I need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Okay. 2 gigawatts, yeah. It's good to just accidentally make 40, like go, oh, I need 42 gigawatts for this thing on science too. There may very well be something that needs that much power later on, but certainly not yet. It's always possible that is a number that I require. Not yet. Screener. Or steel plates. Funny fact about steel plates is I actually now have a bunch of steel plates. And I'm going to put them all in a box. I'm going to just do this for now. And we're not going to limit that because, you know, why limit it? Oh no, you might end up with too much steel. Where is my car? It's up there. It literally hasn't moved since the last time I looked at where my car was. Which I think is adorable. Slowly getting rid of this ash. The car's around here somewhere. There it is. Do I want to make moondrop stuff now as well, actually? I mean, I need 2. 2. Cute. I require just a tiny bit more glass. Thankfully, glass is close. And I need 32 flowers. I only need sap. Oh, that only makes sap. I need more trees. Oh, awesome. You should go watch them. I hope it's me, but if it isn't, go watch them, yeah. Hi, how you doing? It's good to see you. I wasn't quite sure how to do that, so I went with the self-deprecating answer. Self-deprecation is my favorite way to live. It shouldn't be, and it really shouldn't be. I should really get that shit sorted out, but you know, I don't. Morning, Marsh. What the VTubing heck? I know, I've become a PNG tuber. Morty, I've turned myself into a PNG tuber. Oh, but I mean, don't worry. I'm still here. I'm still wearing clothes. I've even been told to wear the jacket, so I'm just gonna go, gonna peer around the cat. Yeah, I got a PNG. It's cute. So that way I can... It doesn't even move. That's why it's a PNG tube, not a V tube. I mean, it opens its mouth.
Why not?
I mean, quality still works. Anyway, I'm gonna hide myself. We'll move now. Again, it's just a PNG. It's just 2 images. One open mouth, one closed mouth. If you want any more than that, I'm sorry to disappoint. There's only so much I can do in my budget. Why are you saying fuel? What do you want fuel for? Oh, you need fuel. I mean, I kind of already saw that come. Oh, jeez. Hello, C'est la vie. You scary bastard. Okay, then we have to go and make more things. Seen off-the-shelf VTubing models go for okay numbers. Yeah, look, I don't really want to do that. It's just sometimes I want to be not. Yeah. That makes sense. Fudge bunnies. Looks like we're going to need a row of antimony and yeah, those custom ones. Woo! You gotta be earning good money for that. And as happy as I am with the money I'm earning currently, it's not that money. I don't really want to get into VTubing. I quite like who I am. I don't need to go into that level of anything. But why did I do that? What I do is I go this and turn antimony output that side. We're still too close. The only ones you've watched the self-made ones? That's fair enough. SeiferKatt and Dodger, good choices though. Both excellent people. Even though I don't really watch them that much, I know of them, and I've seen enough of their stuff to know that's good options. Okay. So we're gonna bust that down real quick. Okay. Ah! Gentle. Yeah, look, this works. I'm fairly happy with how this works out. We need fuel and we need plastic. So what I could do is have another line that's just fuel and plastic, which would make sense. That would work pretty well. But now we're going to take a quick... I was going to say break, but no, not yet. I don't think it's time for a break yet. Not a real life break, of course. I have no life. Time to make lamps. Because we need to... Wasn't that 2 before? Let's sneak up to 3. Sneaky. Oh, we need water? Okay. I hadn't planned for watering my flowers. Suppose that's my fault. Who doesn't plan to water flowers? Do it that way. That way we can have a... They're not called flare stacks. What are they called? Vents. Nope, not called vents either. What are they called? Exhaust? Exhaust pipe. There we go, we already had two. Now we've got another one. Okay. That, in theory, does pretty well. I love theory. Theory's the thing that stops me from crying at night. In theory, this is manageable. So we need water and lamps. Why did I decide to do this? I thought that making oxygen would be a good idea, but no, now... Well, actually, hang on. I think I've thought about it the wrong way around. But I think I picked the one that does make... Because I think before, it couldn't make oxygen. But now it can. No, I'm still a genius. No, I'm still a genius. Because otherwise, the only other way I'd have to make oxygen would be through electrolysis. So I'm still a genius. Right? Yeah, still a genius. Speaking of geniuses, here's Maholic. How are you doing, Maholic? Hope you're taking care of yourself. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Steve tells himself he's a genius over and over. One day he might believe it stream. Not really a VTuber, PNG tuber now. But I'm still actually here. Hi. Just hiding behind a... Oh, I got some bad news for you. I was already wearing the vest. So Veldak, you've made me Danger Cat. The PNG does not remove the vest because it's not gonna be naked. I don't have naked cats on my stream, thank you very much. Or at least naked anthropomorphic cats. That's a different stream. That's not what we do here. No naked anthropomorphic cats. Have I had enough of camera life? No, I just think sometimes I want to have the camera off. Sometimes I'll keep it on, sometimes I won't. You know, it's my choice. Now, if I wanted to be, I could be horribly offensive. And it can't be traced back to me, except until I turn my camera on, and then it can be. No shame, mostly, I think is the answer. Lack of shame. You have to, like, shave and comb and wear clothing. Yeah, I mean, look, do you think I comb? Do you think my hair ever looks good? It doesn't. My hair never looks good, so I wouldn't worry about that. As I said, it's lack of shame. Combing is hard work. I mean, my hair, I gave up on it a long time ago and just were like, it's just going to do what it's going to do. I can't tell it what to do. I'm not its real dad, you know. And that's just how life is. What am I doing? How am I getting this water? I guess I get it from there. What software to make its mouth open? I am using a program called Vido Tube Mini. It has a free version, but I will be paying for it because it's doing pretty well for me. But it's like pay what you want sort of thing. So free version is not actually quite what it is. It's pay what you want. But I'll be kicking them a bit of money just because I am using it. And it's the right thing to do, right? But it's a pretty simple thing. Use some blending filter which merges webcam with PNG. The everyday transition by 0. Yeah, eventually. I do have another thing in the works, but it's unfortunately run into a little bit of a problem. Hopefully we can get that fixed by the next stream, but it's not quite ready for prime time yet. But I have another thing in the works, so be indifferent or excited. It's entirely up to you how to feel. I'm not going to tell you how you should feel about anything. Okie dokie. So the next thing I want is... I think you're again up. Jeez, every time I see C'est La Vie, he scares the shit out of me. How addicted out of 100 are you of pie? I don't think I'm addicted to pie. I don't think at all, honestly. If I was truly addicted, I would probably ditch the RimWorld stream, but I like the RimWorld stream, so I don't think I'm addicted. That's going to be my final answer. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so... Way more than that. Good evening, Glacier Wolf. Safe for now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not enjoying pie. It's not... It's something that I am enjoying myself with, but it's not like, oh my god, I am...
Quality?
Suffocating.
Why not?
You will get a flying whale. What? Glacier, thank you so much for the quality of the stream. Yeah, for those who weren't here earlier, I got some great news for you. I don't just have one set. Like, I don't just have the hard hat and vest with this cat. I got 3 cats, yo. They got different hats. You'll see one of them on Monday, because one of them is good for RimWorld. And the other third one, I don't know when you'll see it, but I know you'll see it. Hat tuber. Yes, I have become a real hat tuber now. Did I make it? God, no. I do not have the... oh wait, the flying whale is a transport animal? That's awesome. Am I a furry? I'm not a furry. I just like cats. As a fine man once said, a cat is fine too. Don't look up the context for that, please. Just know a cat is fine too. It's an old internet myth that cats are acceptable. But no, I didn't make this. This was made by the person, my wife's cousin, who makes all my art. This is why it's all the same art style. Yeah. So, no, I didn't make this. I would never claim to make art that is not shit. My power is, speaking of things that are shit, my power. Behold my power and see that it is shit. Right, because we did lose all these burners, didn't we? That's 45 megawatts just gone. Ugh. Brownout cat covered in coal dust. That's funny. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Here we go. One day I will have a thing that just carries lamps around, but not today. Kid Cat working the mines. Oh no. Hacking up a lung. It ain't much, but it's an honest living. Can we not torture my poor, like, avatar cat? The good cat, okay? Can we not torture it? I know this is a lot for me to say this, but can we not torture a cat for a change? It's not RimWorld. Animal torturing is only ever acceptable in RimWorld, and that's it. You know what? I'm not even sure it's acceptable there either, now that I think about it. I've said it aloud, but now I'm not so sure. You know what? That's my fault. That's on me. I brought up RimWorld. Okay, so that's going to make my lamps that is needed for making my methane, oxygen. But yeah, I've only got 3 cats at the moment. The cat thing is old, it's rule 16. Oh yeah, man, that's an old meme. It's super old. Ah! Shit. Wait, no, it's fine. All we gotta do is a little bit of this. Well, bango, we're fine again. Kitsune cat? Like a fox? No. This is a cat. You're not gonna upset me this time, mate. Nice try, though. Foxes are cats running dog software, right. Don't forget the inserter had preference for one side. Splitter. Yeah, that's fine. That was intentional. You mean this one? For the copper ore. Oh shoot, you're right, it did. You are quite right, it did have a preference for one side. Not that it really matters, it won't matter very soon. As soon as this ore patch runs out, it's all going to be pulled up anyway. So, yeah, it's not that big a deal. Can we do it like this? Then I want these to input output on the inner line. I don't want it on the inner line. I hate you so much. That's okay. Don't worry about it, Glacier. I appreciate that you looked at it. Nope. I think that's accurate, yes. It'd be wrong if this place didn't have a lamp. The lamp side of the belt will block the other. What do you mean? This is gonna make too many lamps, actually. The idea is I'm going to make the lamps 99% of the time do not need more lamps. But it also means some of the time they do need more lamps. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want. Enable, disable, lamp. Less than... So the idea is I only want lamps if there's less than 20, otherwise I don't want more lamps. Because, as I said, like, 95% of the time the lamps can be returned. Okay, so that is oxygen. We still need to get plastic through here somehow. Why only one with inserters? Stupidity mostly. Next question. Because the other one's a bad boy. that's the long and short of it, yeah. One should really think about what they've done. Good hard look in the mirror, you know? Okay. So, at this point is where we start thinking about more caravans. As we did I mess up that? Oh, no, that might have been a mess up from earlier. Yeah, that was a mess up from earlier. Okay. Stupidity mostly. That's a good one. 1001. Love it. I told Panda that we'd reach the 1000th quote, and she was like, "Oh, was it a good one?" I'm like, "It was just a quote. It wasn't necessarily a good one. It was just the only. It was like one where it actually kind of fit." He was not impressed. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like I just happened to say the 1000 in the quote, and it was like that works actually. Okay, can we... I think we're doing it this way. Oh, now I've trapped myself. Entrapment! Entrapment! You know what? This mod that changes the color of the pipes when it's connected. It's a good mod. It's actually pretty useful. Big fan. I was kind of thinking it wasn't that useful the other day. I was like, how often do I really use it? And now I'm here. I'm like, actually, you know what? That's pretty good. It's good stuff. Like, I was beginning to think, how often is this actually going to be useful? And it's one of those things that when you see it being useful, you're like, oh no, this is good. Thanks, Gosen. I find it hard to thank Gosen though. I don't trust him. Not after what he did. I've never been so betrayed while streaming. Truly brilliant. Okay. Let's... What do I do? Caravan and burners. Let's get burners done because then we can get a little bit more power through the base. And we're going to do this appropriately. Every 2 of these we've figured out, that puts out 148 ash, right? We just grab a little bit of ash. Can I just grab your ash real quick? Thanks. So these put out 148. That'll burn 160 overall. So what I really want to do, more than anything else, is every 2... Two of these. How much of a belt do you take? Not even a belt. Okay, cool. So every 2 of these basically needs to have its own burner. This is the mistake we've made earlier. And so that needs to be 2. Sure, whatever. And then also needs to be able to burn its own shit. Right? But, and here's the tricky part, it also needs fuel. You can outsert coal from a boiler. That is probably a better way to work it, actually. Then rather than doing it this way, if I change these to be, say, this, if I did it this way, do I even need belts? Exactly, that's what I was just wondering. If I do it this way, then it kind of just feeds itself. Unless it doesn't want to. Didn't anticipate that problem. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god. You're probably entirely right. It's so much more elegant. It's so much more elegant. Okay. And then... Okay. That's actually a plan, something that I actually quite like the look of. At that point, this is quite nice. Now, it'll take a little while before it all burns through. It doesn't... The funny thing is, it doesn't even need to burn through it all. It just needs to burn through enough. Can I pair the burners to outset ash to the other burner? No, they'll be too far away. Unless we had long... No, let's not do that. I can see what you're saying. That might work. Burn them all. Burn it all, yes. Burn it all, let God sort it out. Okay, and then we put some power poles in. Boop, 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 boop. And then they should all be running. Why do your boil... Why are you boilers even having a pipe between them? What do you mean? Now it feels industrial. Why is there a pipe between every two boilers? Because how else would... Oh yeah. I think it was when the steam engines were closer. Yeah, there's not really a reason for it. Oh. Hang on. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Well, too bad. You raised something to my attention and now I'm intrigued. I'm testing it. And then we are... You know what? It'll work for the long-handled inserters, which I don't have yet. Or two inserters. Ironically, kind of not. Now we're running out of power here. Interesting. Bit rude. Oh, but the power's gone up to 106. Okay. So now you think we don't have enough coal. Decrease quality. Wow, okay. Caffey Harper. I understand. I understand. This is no longer the high quality stream you'd like to see. It's not even Odava, I know, right? That's alright. The tools are there for you to use. It's all good. I'm actually not offended in any way whatsoever. Unless you'd like me to continue pretending to be offended, in which case I'm more than happy to do it. The problem is actually that while it's doing a fine job, it's not. It could be doing better. Okay. Well, look, the good news is this is doing better. The bad news is it could be doing even better than that. Okay, electric miners. So I want 4 fills up a belt if I remember rightly. Oh good, that one's run out too. Haha! How are you doing? 8.6, nice. Carry on. We probably have tons of these. 203. That's disappointingly low, actually. Oh, we run out of zinc again? Yeah. That's fair enough. While we're walking, we're making repairs that we... on. Oops. Hello. There's no camera on. You can wave to the camera and no one will see it. You're not even in frame of the camera if it was on. You are waving, that's true. Well done. I can see, but thank you very much for the snacks. Oh, did you kill it? That'll kill it. Whereabouts is it? Okay, I'll find it later. I'll have to tell a lady she said hi, Odaba, sorry. You don't think so? It's a classic joke. Always good. These aren't actually required at all anymore. It doesn't even work that way. We are replacing with electric. But the thing is, all those ones are inefficient. Okay. Nope, that's even more inefficient. Put it down here for now. Electricity is awesome. There is a problem with electricity, as much as I do love it. And that is the fact that it does take a lot of resources. The good news is, though, that is a full belt right there. Just that is a full belt in itself. And that is no longer required. Uh-oh. I see a problem coming. No, that problem's miles away. Like, the problem is coming, but the problem is miles away. Because this is one of the few times I actually use ash. comma's coming. I mean, there's pills for that. That's crass, and this is a no crass stream. That's not true. That was actually very funny. I liked it. Beal's here. God, who was, like, back in the day of Left 4 Dead, when that game was, like, the hot shit, who was the guy that was just, like, all the memes were like he was obsessed with pills? Who was that? The later problem of SeiferKatt, yeah, exactly. He was like one of the original survivors. What was his name? Was it Lewis? I always play, like, whenever we play Left 4 Dead 1, I always want to play Zoe. Left 4 Dead 2, I always want to play Alice. If not Alice, then Nick. I connected to the wrong belt line. Yep, I have. Lucky means pills and finish. Finish is weird. Tower can explain. Can Tower explain? Seems like one of those things that they say, but then they can never truly explain. It should be getting rid of 8 per minute, but I don't know if it is. Although, E is pronounced eh, okay. I imagine... Oh, wait. Are some of these going down? Potentially. I imagine also if we are in better satisfaction town, yeah, every time satisfaction goes to shit, I imagine that probably harms everything else. I think I see a problem. Keep this technically medicines, but in that context, fine. Pills is also fine. What matters though is while it may not be getting rid of the ash too quickly, still getting rid of them. Look, I don't want to go around to your language and say you're the weird one. That's the job of Americans. excuse me, my country has 2 languages. I just don't speak the other one. Very few people do. That's not the point. Yeah, it's actually more oh, no, it's not. I was going to say it's more burns than we need. I'm looking at it going, no. I could put a couple of burners in there and that will probably ease that. Is this the one where we have like extra stuff being burnt from elsewhere in the factory? Not really.
Quality? Why not?
What's the other one? Moldy? Yeah, it is moldy. I can't speak moldy, but I know a few words. Like, there's a few words that are like common lexicon. Which, you know, whānau, amariki, no, they're not loan words. Haka's not a common word in New Zealand. No, like kia ora is not a loan word. It's a word that is used, but I wouldn't say it's part of English. Like morena, you know, morena means morning, like good morning. Kia ora, you may have heard, is just a general hello. It's the only Māori word for non-Kiwis. Look, to be honest, I mean, I can't imagine you use much Māori in your everyday language. You know? The only way you say a thing is haka, because, you know, it is like the... Well, the haka, I could be wrong here, my Māori culture is not particularly the best, but I believe the haka is just one type of that. I could be wrong, but it's the one that everyone knows, but there are others. It's like, you know, when someone plays the bagpipes and they play that same piece of music? I see it sort of the same way. I could be wrong though. Someone will probably correct me if I'm wrong. Kia ora. Not a word I say enough, quite frankly. It's a fun word to say though. So that's going to make biosamples, which we need to make stuff. We data array like one step away. Or maybe actually even a couple, so I can put the box in the middle there. It'd make more sense to like go... Meh. Meh. I don't know if that's right. That's right. The biosamples in there. I will have to worry about mushrooms later, I suppose. I'll be honest, I hadn't considered mushrooms, but now I'm considering them. What the actual hell is this? Okay. What's going on, guys? I'm not. I'm just more confused what they're doing there. I'm incredibly straight-laced, aka boring, so I wouldn't be offering mushrooms. Sorry to disappoint. I don't know anything about any of those things. Damn nerds everywhere. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have friends that have used such things, but I'm not interested. If I wanted to, I probably could. But my logic has always been, I have poor impulse control when I'm fully sober. I don't want to see what that looks like when I don't have good impulse control. No. Exactly. That's the wrong thing. Those are planter boxes. Well, I do want planter boxes. That's also not what I wanted. What's happening with all my wood? Where's my wood going? No offense, but you are, you speak for the trees. No offense, you are here watching someone play Factorio on a stream. Now, I'm not calling you a nerd, but at some point you gotta call a spade a spade. Right, the problem is this side doesn't actually get trees very often. You're a geek, okay. Geek is fine. Geek, nerd, same thing. It's not the same thing, I know. I remember getting... Yeah. Yeah, look, as long as you're happy, okay? Whatever term works for you. Okay, I'll try not to. Honestly, it's not... And there's Splee. There's always someone. In my mind, look, the important thing is this is a safe space for everyone. Okay? Because it's going into here. Which are desperately starved. I think he didn't have time. I don't think that was timed to, like, insult you. I think that was just poorly timed in general. Still did look like that, though. Hydrate. You know what? I did just hydrate, but I'll hydrate again. Just for proof's sake. Yeah, it's not backing up because it's going into fueling a mine, which quite frankly... wait, no camera? No camera because I just got my PNG thing today, and so there's no other reason than that. I got it today. If I feel like being a little bit shy, I can, and if I don't, then I can. If I feel like being a bit shy, be like, no, I'm gone. If I feel like not wearing pants in the middle of summer because it's too hot, I don't need to wear pants. I just need to remember not to press the camera button. Okay. I am currently choking on a chip. That's bad. My death
Quality?
has come for me.
Why not?
We go to tier 2. Thank you. Death. The ruin has come to our family. Okay. Ruin has come to our venerable house. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're whoop-de-doop-de-doo, and then we're gonna just send it back. Remember that little rule in Springfield? If it's brown, drink it down. If it's black, send it back. That is the most disgusting rule about water. But, you know, Springfield. Similar, you're all otakus in the original sense. Interesting. Otaku is generally a anime one, but I probably don't need stack size 100. Okay, I definitely do not need that many. True, but I believe it has a negative connotation in Japan. What do we do with all this bio bullshit? I have a plan for that. Because I do not, looking at it, I do not believe I did. Ah, wait, yes I did. It gets picked up by that. Eventually. It's mostly about anime. Well, I mean, it's a Japanese word, of course. Like, weebs are gonna pick it up. And there's the word I like to use, just calling weebs. We can't spend more time on weeaboo. Nice. That's a good classic one, right? Perry Bible Fellowship. Good shit. Weeb is already scary enough without the boo. Boo. I got it. I see what you did there. Weeb is a Star Trek meme where nobody asks if weebs are just nerds. I usually get annoyed by being called a nerd myself. Or not annoyed, but I didn't like the term. Because I saw it, you know, but these days I'm just like, you know what? The only person who cares about the difference is me. So if I'm the only one that cares, what does it matter? Like, they don't know. They don't care. Those normies. Those chads. Sorry, just the idea of calling someone a chad is very funny to me. Caravans, how do I build those? Not an outpost, a caravan itself. Moss gene samples and biosamples. Hanging chads? What? Okay. We have other problems. I don't understand. The political adjacency alarm has been sounded, but I still don't understand. Well, I'm glad I read that. I'm unfortunately no more of the level of understanding, but cocoons. Do I want an explanation or nah? You know what? Fuck it, let's ball. Go on. What do you want about? I like how I said if it like let's ball, like I played any amount of basketball. I mean, I did play a small amount of basketball, but we don't talk about it. Kind of American democratic anomaly. Casual. Okay. I'm learning here. I'm not sure what I'm learning, but I'm certainly learning something. Creature chamber. Do we have a creature chamber? Where'd my creature chamber go? Don't make me build a new one. I absolutely have one though, right? It looks like that. Okay. I know I had one. In the 2000 presidential election, it's decided by the state of Florida. Oh, I see. Okay. Probably have chamber. I'm so glad I didn't have the camera on there, because I... It's gone, man. The chamber's just gone. It's probably in a box somewhere. Wait. It's probably in a box somewhere, and I don't know where the box is, because there's boxes all over the bloody place. I guarantee it's in a box somewhere. Oh, you know what? I know exactly where it is. I know where it is. In here. It's not in here. I have no idea where it is. Stretch. I do not have any animations at all. I've just got a cat opening and closing its mouth. That's all I got. Factory Surge would do it. You know what? That might be a thing for next stream, because I think we're about 10 o'clock now.
Did someone order quality?
Decreased quality, you know what, that's fair. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock now, so now's about the time where I stop anyway. I have to reset it that way, because I have to go down the thing. So what we're going to do next stream is we're going to get the plastic in here to make our antimony, which would be good because that's the last thing we need on that list. Then we get into some good stuff. Then the good times start rolling. Oh wait, no. Oh hell no. No they don't. No they don't.
Jump in! Jump in! Everybody! Jump in! Jump in! Some Korean words!
Thank you so much, Horst von Forst. Oh, I see. That's fun. Thank you so much. And may I say, it's appreciated. I pronounce antimony, not antimony. Antimony. I honestly don't know how it's said, so I'm just sort of saying it how I want to. This is why there's a mod in C Block where everything was just named wrong. It was Karl Marx's favorite element. Go on. What is it? Anti-money. Okay. I didn't see that one coming despite the fact we were literally talking about the resource. Ah, well done. Well done. Okay. So we'll find our creature chamber, build some caravans, get some plastic down there, and then I think start working on the next light. Because the other ones... Huh. Oh, that's why I needed the coal gas. Because I need to mine a shit ton of it. Okay. So we still need to... Pretty much. I still need to make a bunch of stuff. Which is annoying. I still need to make nickel, titanium needs to basically be redone. Go figure. Yassified coal. That's friggin' stupid. Yas! What I'm thinking at the moment is when the antimony is done, or antimony, or however the hell you say it, we will get that transferred over here. We're basically going to have a bunch of caravans, I think, like stations here that are just going to bring the resources over. Might be the best way to do it. It's going to suck, but that's alright. That's life. Alright, let's save and we'll call it for the night. Well, the cat's gonna go away now. Maybe. I don't know what's gonna actually happen here. The cat should be here. Why is the cat not here? Ah! Big cat! You deserve to be here, cat. You can... what have I done? There we go. The cat can be there. And Tammany. Alright. Anyway. And Tamoni. I need to hear it. I don't understand what those sounds mean. Is this mod pack compatible with the latest version? It is! This is all 2.0. This is all 2.0. Does the cat also get a vest when someone redeems SeiferKatt? You know what? By the time I commissioned that, I realized I should have done that. Unfortunately, no. I messed up there. I did. I should have done that. Didn't. That's on me. That's on me. But yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone very much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you like my new cats. Well, you've only seen one of them so far. As I said, there are 3. You'll see one of them on Monday. But what you will not see, unfortunately, is I will not be streaming on Saturday this week, as I am busy. And unfortunately, I am not available on Sunday for the same reason, so you'll see me on Monday with RimWorld. Sorry, that's how life goes sometimes. Life takes priority, I'm sure you understand. But I'll next be streaming on Monday, streaming some more RimWorld, as we continue to try and get a woman a liver. That's just not happening. You gets a free day for his top cat. Yeah, I suppose he does. What's he like on that? Are we concerned? I don't know what the days are. I haven't looked. I trust other people to do that. I got live stuff. Boo, entertain us, dance. That's all the dancing you're gonna get right now. Oh, well shit, I already danced. Dang. I know. I didn't think you were being serious. I would say the same. Yeah, so anyway. Social links. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs when I actually do post VODs. It's been a while. Discord, where you can find me outside my regular streaming time, where I'll also post a reminder that I will not be streaming on Saturday or Sunday. Otherwise, Soulburn will tell me off again because I forgot. I just remembered I was going to tell you guys a story, but it's too late now. Oh well. I have to tell it next time. Proudest dad moment. If anyone wants the story, proudest dad moment, you're going to have to remind me on Monday. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Next time, I'm afraid.